Swaddi ka. Namaste everybody. This video I will talking about the crow pose and also bring you into a little bit of the practice as well. Is that you know that the crow pose position, this is more than just a physical practice. It is also for the mental body as well. What happening here is that not only that you need to have a strong physical body, you also need to believing in yourself and not be afraid to fall down on your face in order to be able to practicing this as well. First of all, let's practicing working on the physical level a little bit here. Is that you need to have core strength, healthy wrist, strong arms and the shoulders, and also you need the strength for your legs as well. Now from what I observing from my own body is that I don't actually using so much of my shoulder strength when I do arms balance. Most of the time it is coming from the core strength. So there's so many ways that you can working on the core strength. The basic simple one is the legs lift. Okay, so how about we go into that position together. All right. Okay, so first of all, this is a very basic exercise that anybody can do. It doesn't matter if you are practicing yoga or not, you can still working on this one. But we're gonna do with them, let's say synchronize the movements with the breath. Okay, so you are lie down on your back. Okay, prepare your body first. You're keeping your legs close together side by side. And you can have your arms alongside your body, your palms are facing down. You're keeping the back of your neck down towards the mat, tuck your chin slightly towards the chest and try to keeping your lower back down towards the ground. You can point your toes, flex your feet, whatever you prefer. All right. Just remember that when we are doing the legs lifting on the way down, if you feel that your lower back is arching and it gives too much pain here or very discomfort, then you bring your hands to go under your buttocks with palm facing down. I'm going to show you both versions. Okay, so make sure that you let's tuck your tailbone in, lower belly is in. Arms are pressed down onto the ground firmly on the inhale, lifting both legs up toward the sky, just the 90 degree. And then exhale, lower your legs down, but try not to touch onto the ground. Maybe just 2 inches hovering above it. Inhale, lifting both legs up, keeping the back of your neck down towards the mat, chin towards your chest. And then exhale, lower your legs down. Again, inhale, lifting both legs up very smoothly. Now, if you need to have your hands to go under your buttocks, make sure your arms are straight, hands are facing down, and then exhale, lower your legs down. When you do with your hands under your buttocks, it's actually can making the position become easier. But if you want more challenge and if it's okay for your back, then you have your arms down alongside the ground. Okay, so again, inhale, lifting both legs up. Exhale down, breath in and out through the nose. Inhale, both legs up, keeping your legs straight as best as you can. Exhale down. Inhale, both legs up. Exhale down. Inhale, both legs up. Exhale down. You guys okay for 2 more times? Yes, Inhale, both legs up. Exhale down. Inhale, both legs up. Exhale down. And then you can resting your legs all the way down to the ground. Shake your legs, shake your hips, whatever you need. And if you need to give your knees a hug, rocking yourself side to side, you go ahead, do so. All right, and then we bring our legs down onto the ground again. Okay, so there's so many ways that we can do. We can working with the legs lifting. I'm gonna adding a variation into this one. Okay, so we're gonna do with both legs lifting first, just for one time. The back of your neck down towards the mat again, and you scoop the tailbone in. Try to have your lower back touch down towards the ground. From here, inhale, lifting both legs up. Once again, just the 90 degree here. Keeping your right leg up, up, and then exhale, lower your left leg down so that you form the capital letter L with your legs. You can flex your right foot if you want to, and then pointing the left toes. Yeah, for me, I'm gonna pointing both of my feet here. And then inhale, lifting left leg up, change the side. Exhale, bring the right leg down. Try to keeping both legs straight as best as you can. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, left leg down. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, right leg down. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, left leg down. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, right leg down. Inhale, right leg up. And so we stay here up in the air with both legs straight. Now we're gonna lower both legs down towards the ground, and we're gonna hovering above it for about 10 deep breaths. Yeah, try your best here. And so go ahead, exhale, lower your legs down. All right, keeping your legs straight. Control your breath. Even if it's shallow, it's okay, but try to taking in the deep breath and out breath as long, as deep as you can. Stay focused. Maybe sending your eye gaze to the tip of your nose. Ujjayi breath if you want to. Ujjayi breath can helping you to improving your concentration. Just a little bit more. And then inhale, lifting both legs up. And then exhale, lower your legs down all the way to the ground. And shake your legs, shake your hips. Hug your knees to the chest if you need to. Okay, you guys still okay? You should be okay, right? Okay. All right. This is a very, very basic, simple legs lifting to working on. I feel that my inside of my thighs are also gaining the strength, and also my abs as well. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay, so now, all right, let's give your knees a hug, rocking yourself side to side, and then rocking yourself front and back until you can come into the sitting. Okay, so yeah, that is a basic one. I have a lot more things that I can show you with the legs lifting, but we're gonna keeping that as a simple basic one for now. Now, let's moving on into working on the shoulders, strength, shoulders and the upper arms, and also this is gonna obviously including the core strength as well. Okay, so we're gonna do the dolphin push-up. Yeah, you may already know what the dolphin push-up is. This exercise is also good for those that are working on the towards the headstand as well. Yeah, all right. So to go into the dolphin push-up, get yourself into on 4. And then from here, bring your forearms down, making sure that your elbows are shoulder width apart. You can give your elbows a hug like this, yeah, and then bring your forearms down. Okay, elbows down, forearms down, and then you interlock your fingers and then pressing them down very firmly. From here, prepare your shoulders. So push your shoulders away from the ears and keeping your shoulders and the elbows into the same line. You can look down towards your knuckles or pass a little bit here to pass a little bit of your hands to keeping your neck nice and long. Now, you're stepping your right leg back and then the left leg back. Basically, you come into the plank pose on the forearm. What you need to do, continue pushing yourself away from the touching point. You scooping the tailbone in, lower belly in, and draw the bottom of the ribcage and the front of your hips towards each other. Hollow your heart, your chest inward, and continue pushing the upper back toward the sky. Your kneecaps are lifting up towards your thighs, so engaging your quad muscles. And then from here on the exhale, you lifting your buttocks up, pushing the forearms down against the ground and push the mat forward. And then you lifting your buttocks up. You may need to walking your feet a little bit more forward. Most likely, your heels are gonna be lifting up just like me. Yeah? All right, and keeping your legs straight. Now when we're moving ourselves into the motion and continue and synchronize with the breath, you may not need to adjusting the distance between the feet to the elbows, yeah, just because we want to keeping it smoothly. Now from here on the inhale, shifting your shoulders more forward. Yeah, I usually go past the elbow just a little bit here, but I continue pushing yourself away from the touching point and looking past the knuckles, engaging your whole body. And then exhale, lifting your buttocks up. Lower belly is in against the spine. Lift it up to under the rib cage and see if you can pointing your tailbone up. Uddiyana Bandha. Inhale, come forward, yourself away from the touching point, and then exhale, lifting your buttocks up, shoulders away from the ears. Again, inhale, exhale. No jerking movements, as smooth as you can. Inhale, scoop your tailbone in, tighten your buttocks. Exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, stay focused, eye gaze are relaxed. Exhale. Inhale, exhale. When you come into this position, yeah, allow your belly to hollow in against the spine. Yeah, okay, so that you can engaging the Uddiyana Bandha. Yeah, allow your belly to hollow in, and you can do maybe 10 times or more. Yeah, depends on how your body is. You can do 10, at least 10, and you can increasing more in each day, whatever you like. All right. Okay, so that is the Dolphin Push-Up. Now, what else can we do to helping with the crow pose, and and also with another arms balance as well? Is that we can do the boat pose, Navasana. Now, Navasana, it is because of the legs position, the thighs come up close towards the chest, and you also need this motion, these movements to do the crow pose as well. So first, come into sitting down, bending your knees, feet, your knees, your thighs close together. I usually grab behind my thighs or grab just in front of your legs here, and working on keeping your back straight, your chest lift up, adjusting your sitting bone, making sure that they are touched down onto the ground. Lower back is lengthened. From here, reaching your arms forward, keeping your back straight, and starting to lean back until you can lifting your feet off the ground. You can flex your feet, point your toes, whatever you like, yeah, but keeping your legs engaged and parallel your shin bone to the ground. Chest lift up, spine lengthen. You can look down towards your big toes and reaching your arms out way to your fingertips. Your arms are shoulder width apart or just slightly bit wider, whatever comfortable for your shoulders here. Yeah, this is just a half boat pose. And then exhale, lower your feet down, and let's keep your knees a hug, round your back. Yeah, bring your forehead down towards your knees. We are not quite finished with the boat, yeah? We're coming back very soon. Okay, so lifting your head up, prepare yourself once again. Your back is straight, reaching your arms forward. Now, leaning back until you can lifting your feet off the ground, pressing your knees and your thighs close together. From here, inhale, lifting your right leg up, meaning basically that try to straighten the right leg as best as you can. And then exhale, lower it down, keeping your back straight. Inhale, lifting your left leg up. Exhale, down. Inhale, right. Exhale, down. Inhale, left. Exhale, down. If it gets too much for you, hug behind the thigh. Inhale, right. Exhale, down. Inhale, left. Exhale, down. And you can guess what is coming up. Inhale, lifting both legs up. And I usually opening up my palms toward the sky and reaching way to the fingertips. When I'm reaching my arms more forward, it's also helping keeping my chest lifting up. Kneecaps lifting up towards the thighs and stay here more. Shoulders broaden. Look down towards your big toes. And then exhale, lower your feet down, but don't touch the ground. I'm adding a little extra stuff here. If you need to rest, go ahead. Now hook your peace fingers on the big toe. Your arms are out to the side. You're keeping your knees and your thighs close together. Now you see my back here, I'm rounding. Yeah, you want to avoiding this and keeping your back straight. From here, inhale, pushing your heels up toward the sky and pushing your big toes into your fingers. You imagine if you're rounding your back, yeah, you are more likely to rolling back, but if you're keeping your back straight like this, it will helping you to stay up. Now from here, whenever you are ready on the exhale, bring your feet apart like capital letter V. Continue pushing your heels away from you. Deep breath. Any tensions in your jaws or your tongue, let it go. One last breath. And then you can bring the sole of your feet together. You can touch your ankles, lower your feet down. Butterfly pose. Two more breaths. And then slowly walking your hands back towards yourself. All right, ka. Okay, I have one more pose that I would like to show you. Let's practice together before we go into the crow pose. Yeah? Okay, so from here, cross your ankles, bring your hands down. Basically, just step back into the downward facing dog. Malasana is coming up. Okay, so what we do here is that if you want to jumping forward with me to go into Malasana, you go ahead. Otherwise, just bring yourself into squatting down. From here, if you need to watch, look first. Inhale, bend knees, lift heels up. Exhale, jump feet apart, squat down. Yeah. Okay, the way I am doing Malasana is that because my hips, I have to say that I feel that it is not as flexible. Yeah, maybe it's because I am comparing myself to another people that have more opening or more open hips. But anyway, you just do as best as you can. But this is my little tips here. So for me, I feel most comfortable and also I get a good stretch out of it. It's when I have my heels same line as my sitting bone. Yeah, if you have more hip flexibility, you probably can bring your feet out wider. But when I do this, I feel too much pain at the hip crease here. Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna adjusting my feet. All right, your feet are point out to the same directions as the knee. Okay, we're gonna do this version with rounding the back. Okay, I'm gonna turn myself sideways. From here, first, using your elbows to try to pushing your knees out to the side. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Chest lift up, shoulders broaden. And then on the exhale, walking your elbows down towards your ankles. Now those that cannot sitting squat down like this, you can sitting on the block, yeah, or use a cushion if need to. Another way to do is that if because you have a hard time touching the heels down, then you have the extra blanket, the thick one, or roll the mat, the thick one, to go under your heels. Yeah, okay. All right, walk your elbows down towards the ankles, rounding the spine, but keeping your shoulders broadened. Basically, you're folding your torso down to between the thighs. Deep breath. Is noticing, is there any certain part of the body that you do not need to use? Then you're keeping it relaxed. And the part that you need to keeping it active, yeah, then just also like keeping it active, and you also can breathing to bring the energy into that part as well. Allow your hips to open. For those that have more flexibility, feel free to walking your arms more forward and keep your tailbone, yeah, pointing down towards the ground. Yeah, your feet, your legs, your hips are still the same, but basically you just want to walking your arms more forward. And then you can walking your hands back towards yourself. If you need to come out from this position before we continue, I'll go ahead, do so. All right, okay. So now, maybe let's come out from the pose and I'll explain this a little bit. Now with the crow pose, if you are very new into the arms balance, working on the wrist motion like this could also really help you to gaining the strength from it, okay? And also like, you know, go the hands like this. Yeah, go round and round. Yeah, and also something like this also will helping you with the elbows joint as well. Okay, so anyway, give yourself a try first. If it's any pinching in your wrist, maybe it's just not the right time for you to practicing the arms balance. Yeah, maybe that means that you need to working more on the core, on more of the shoulder strength, and also with the legs as well. Sometimes because if we don't have the strength in other part of the body, you can imagining a lot of the body weight is sink down towards the wrist, and it can be a lot. Yeah, okay. So it's really important to keep to making another part of the body for the strength. Okay, using that. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna teaching you the crow pose first, and then the crow pose. You know, because I teaching a lot of the drop-in classes with all of the levels. So as this is the tips for those that cannot do the crow pose as well, and also maybe for the yoga teachers as well, what can you do when you have the mixed level class and you want to teaching the crow? Yeah, most of the time it is let's say 90% of the time it is very effective. Yeah, so first go into the crow pose and I'll suggest what to do. All right, okay, so the crow pose, forearms are parallel. Yeah, forearms are parallel, opening your hands, your fingers out wide. You can bending your knuckles a little bit if you need to, so that keeping in mind base of the index, base of the little fingers, and the 2 point of the heels of your hands here must be touched down onto the ground, and keeping your fingers stretched out wide. When you have your hands down, think about it. If you have your fingers close together, this is not very sturdy, and you have less surface against the ground. This is more sturdy. This is less sturdy. Yeah, okay. Hands down, shoulder width apart, and your forearms are parallel. Okay. The challenging crow pose is version is that you have your knees up against the back of your upper arm, or more towards of the armpit. Yeah, okay. Okay. I usually guide the student to do the harder version first, because you know, some people, even they are beginners but they have a lot of the strength, then they can do this version. Yeah, okay. All right, okay. Here, lifting your buttocks up, bring your feet close together. Keep in mind your forearms are parallel. Lifting your heels up, soften your elbows, but keep your four corners of your hands touched down. Fingers are spreading out, and landing your knees against of the back of your upper arms, the tricep. Yeah. Push shoulders away from the ears, and you look down onto the ground away from your fingertips. Do not look at your feet. Yeah, focusing one point onto the ground. Lower belly is in. Draw the bottom of the rib cage and the front of your hips towards each other. Transfer the body weight forward. Continue pushing the shoulders away from the ears. Lean more forward. Shoulders away from the ears, lower belly in. Yeah, okay. Now starting from lifting one foot up. See how does it feel. If this is okay for you, you want to continue more. Lifting one foot up, lean a little bit more forward, and then you're lifting the other foot up and touching the big toes together. And then landing your feet down. You can stay 3, 5, 10 breaths, whatever you can. Yeah. The technique here is that push yourself away from the touching point, shoulders away from the ears, lower belly is in. And it's hard to contracting the inner thighs, but when you want to keeping your thighs up towards the chest. Yeah. So you have to activating the inside of your thighs here. Not everybody will be able to do this. Yeah, but okay, let's go back into this a little bit first. Is that what happened? How come some of you guys, you may ask, how come I cannot lifting my feet up? Yeah, the basic one that I noticing that is that you may have you may not leaning yourself forward enough. Yeah, you have to finding the balance between your chest and your buttocks. Think about it. If your chest is not low enough, your feet won't come off the ground. You have to finding the balance between the front and the back. Yeah. For those that have a hard time to leaning more forward, it can be two things: afraid of falling. Yeah, you're so close to the ground. I always say this to my students. You're so close to the ground. How far can you go? You already right here. Yeah. If you fall, then you fall. You get up and then you do it again. But then the questions come: how can I fall safely? So when you're falling down, you just have to be aware that you want to falling down with the control. Yeah, basically mean falling down as slowly as best as you can, but it's not gonna happen, most of the time. So in that case, what you can do, you can find a blanket or a soft cushion to be in front of you. Yeah, and if you fall down, making sure the forehead touch down, maybe not turn out to the side like this. Yeah, because you may get the injury for your neck. Yeah, just allow your forehead to come down. And I usually don't using the prop to helping the student to get to stay into the position. Yeah, it is because sometimes when we are using the prop too much, what happens is that you are getting used to it. Yeah, sure, it can helping you to get into the pose, but as for my experience here is that I practicing yoga without the prop, and I have no issue continue doing that. Yeah, because then I learn how to adapt to go into the pose slowly, bit by bit, without using any extra help. Yeah, up to you. Whatever, if you have prop, then you use prop. Okay, you can using the prop the block to supporting your forehead if you want to. Yeah, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. You can also give it a try, or use the block for your feet to stacking it up, and you're standing on it, and then you go into the crow pose. That can helping you to do the position, get into the position easier. Yeah, okay, but this is my technique. Yeah, okay. All right. So what happens if you cannot do the crow pose in the way that I just show you? You can do the easier version. Easier version requires more of the hip flexibility. Yeah, but it is easier to find the balance, and it's easier to maintain in the position, which is you come into the Bakasana again. This time you need to bring your knees out wide, and you're using the elbows to go into the crease of your legs right here. Yeah, because then your elbow have somewhere to grabbing on. With the other version, if you wear short or you are very sweaty, or you put some lotion or coconut oil before you come into the class, for sure this is gonna slip off pretty easily. Yeah, but with this version, elbow can be grabbed onto the legs quite easier. Yeah, but your arm is not gonna be in the forearm. It's not gonna be parallel anymore. You have to pointing your elbows out just slightly bit like this. Yeah, remember this version require more of the hip flexibility. Yeah, but it's using less of the strength. Okay, can be easier to stay into the pose. You come into the same thing. Okay, so you come to the squatting position. Hands down, shoulder width apart always. Remember the four corners of your hands, your fingers opening out wide. This time, I'm gonna lean forward, lifting my heels up. Yeah, my knees are pointing out. I bending the elbows, and resting my elbows to the crease of my leg, just right here, close to the knees. Yeah, okay. You do the same thing with the shoulders. Shoulders away from the ears. Yeah, push yourself away from the touching point. I'm gonna do this wheel first, and then I turn myself sideways. Yeah, you lean forward, continue pushing yourself away from the ground. Lean more forward. See if you can lifting one foot up. You can do alternate foot lifting, and if you feel comfortable from here, lift one foot up, lean a little bit more forward, and then lift the other foot off the ground. Yeah, okay. I'll turn myself sideways. All right, here. Shoulders away from the ears. Lean forward, lift your bum up a little bit. Yeah, it should not go up high like this. When you go up high, you know, you can fall more easier. Yeah, okay. 1 foot up, lean more forward. 1 foot up, touch big toes together. Shoulders away from the ears and try to lifting your heels close towards your bum. Yeah, okay. In this position, even with in the other version, your spine is somewhat rounding. Yeah, so that's so because you need to engaging the core by draw the bottom of the ribcage and the front of your hips towards each other. If your back is straight, your tailbone is sticking out like this, you cannot using this very easily. Yeah, okay. All right. Now, what happened if you cannot do any of that two version of the crow? Yeah, it can be because, you know, oh, my wrists are hurt. You may have the injuries, you may have the operation on your wrist, so you maybe want to avoiding, you know, that kind of position. Another version that you can do for the crow is that the baby crow pose. This is, I found it is very fun. It may be not easily to understand how to getting into the pose or how it's supposed to be on the first try. Yeah, but the thing again is because your face is so close to the ground. Yeah, you may wondering, how am I gonna lifting my feet up? My face is about to touch the ground. If you need to have your forehead touch down and you just stay there with the forehead down, then you go ahead. Yeah, but the thing is that the total of your body weight should not be right on the forehead. You still need to engaging your arms and the shoulders. Okay, to go into this position, you need to have hip flexibility. Yeah, if you don't have hip flexibility, this can also be challenging, and also with your shoulder flexibility and the strength as well. All right. First, you bring your forearms down, shoulder width apart, opening your hands, your fingers out wide. 4 corners of your hand, you still want to continue keeping it touched down. In this one here, I need to lifting my buttocks up. Yeah, I'm gonna bring my feet just a little bit more in. And then you want to landing the knees at the armpit. Shoulders pushing away from the ears. Yeah, you see this action that I'm doing here? Yeah, now I'm gonna stay here. Lean forward, trust yourself. You're gonna come so close to the ground, but continue pushing your forearms away from the touching point. And see if you can lifting 1 foot up, and then the other one up. As you can noticing, my face is almost touch the ground. You still need to pushing yourself away from the touching point. Yeah? All right. Is that okay with that? Yeah? Okay, give yourself a try. A lot of the strength also have to come from here because you need to keeping your knees up towards the chest. If you don't engaging this action with the knee come up to the chest, it's not going to work very well with any of the crow pose position. Yeah, the strength here you need to having it again. Legs lifting, both pose. This is a work very well for this strength here. Yeah, the hip flexor. All right. Okay, ka. So the tips for the yoga teachers is that again with the mixed level. First, what I do is that I introduce the harder version first. Yeah, I do the reverse because of again I go with the harder version because I believe a lot of people can doing it but they just don't know their ability. So as a teacher, I showing them this is what you can do, and if it doesn't work out, now what can you do to helping you to build yourself to getting into the harder version. Yeah. With the baby crow, this is also working very well as well when you have the mixed class. Is that most of the time beginners, they can do this no problem. Yeah, because they feel more safer as well because of the foundation is more stronger. Yeah, the shoulders. But yeah, give yourself a try practicing it by yourself first before you are teaching other people. Yeah, I mean that's the way it should be. Anyway, this video is for the people that are not yoga teacher and also for the yoga teacher as well. I hope it benefits into whatever group that you may be into. All right, thank you so much for watching this video. And if you want to do a little bit of the reverse, the counter pose position from the crow, you can do as build slowly. Yeah, you can do the cobra. You can do the bow pose if you want to, or you can do go into the bridge pose to Bandasana, and then you can go into the wheel pose if your body allows to, working on opening up the front of your hips, your belly, and the front of your thighs. Yeah, because we were in this position, now you have to do the reverse, yeah, as a counter pose. Namaste ka. Have a good day. Bye bye.